Hello, and welcome back to Chartered Accountants Global Update. 3 stories for you this episode, all connected by the same underlying question. As technology moves faster than ever, what actually earns trust? We'll look at why governance, not innovation speed, is set to define the winners of the AI era. We'll flag the second wave of our global AI study and why your voice belongs in it. And we'll unpack the hidden tax and payroll risks lurking inside something as ordinary as a remote work request. Let's start with a piece from Fauzia Safdar Khan, Senior Director for Sustainability and Climate at Crowe Pakistan, on AI sustainability and what she calls the trust imperative. Her argument cuts against the usual AI conversation. Most of what we hear focuses on speed, efficiency, and competitive edge. Fauzia's point is that none of that determines whether AI actually creates lasting value. What determines that is governance. Can decisions be explained? Can they be challenged? Can they be trusted? This matters especially in sustainability, which has quietly shifted from ambition to execution. Stakeholders no longer want net zero pledges. They want evidence, and that evidence depends on reliable data and strong governance behind it. There's a sharper point too. AI isn't virtual. It runs on data centers, semiconductors, water, and electricity, which means the technology many are using to accelerate sustainability outcomes carries its own environmental cost. Fauzia calls this one of the defining paradoxes of the next decade. And her answer isn't to slow AI down, it's to govern it properly, with frameworks like ISO 42001 doing for AI what financial controls have long done for reporting. Her closing point is the one worth sitting with. The organizations that win won't be the ones with the most advanced technology. They'll be the ones people trust most, and trust is exactly the territory chartered accountants have always occupied. Next, a quick and genuinely important ask. Chartered Accountants Worldwide, together with our member institutes and Ipsos, has launched the second wave of our global study into how AI is reshaping this profession. Wave 1 gave us a first picture. Wave 2 tracks how that picture is changing across traditional AI, generative AI, and agentic AI, the systems that don't just respond to a prompt, but take a sequence of actions on their own. It takes about 15 minutes. Every response stays confidential, and results are only ever published in anonymized, aggregated form. The findings will directly shape strategy and leadership decisions across the global profession, which means the accuracy of that picture depends entirely on people like you filling it in. You'll find the link in the show notes. Finally, a special edition of Difference Makers Discuss, recorded for our UAE community. Host Carla Wilson sat down with international tax specialist Hugo Van Ziel and HR leader Sarah Brooks to unpack what happens when an employee asks to work from another country for a few weeks, and someone says yes without thinking it through. The headline misconception is that your visa decides your tax position. It doesn't. Countries count days differently, and Hugo's advice was blunt. If you're uncertain, get advice before you get on the plane. There's a UAE-specific trap too. No personal income tax at home doesn't mean income stays tax-free abroad. If your employer recharges part of your salary to a branch in the country you're working from, that income can become taxable there from day one, regardless of how many days you've spent in the country. Then there's permanent establishment, the point where a business itself becomes taxable in another country. The usual trigger isn't a laptop in a hotel room. It's a senior person who habitually signs contracts on behalf of the employer while abroad. Get that wrong, and the consequences run well past a single tax bill, into registration obligations, payroll withholding, and in some countries, exchange control. Sarah's advice was simple and worth repeating. Don't run this on WhatsApp. Put a written policy in place, document the approval, and treat remote working as a governed exception rather than a casual perk. 3 stories, one thread running through all of them. Governance is what turns fast-moving change into something an organization and a profession can actually stand behind. Thanks for listening. Until next time.